And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, studio guest today is Herbert Burns. Not other. Let me open this up. Cheers.
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 You can have a drink anytime you want, so you don't need my permission. Usually you're supposed to cheers with beers, we're good.
No
So you had a
beers.
busy weekend, huh?
It was a busy weekend. It was a a good weekend also.
So you had Gilbert fought Friday, and
Yeah.
then what'd you have Saturday?
Gilbert Erring fought Saturday.
Oh yeah,
both
Gilbert
of them.
and Erwin fought Saturday. Did you see that one?
Yeah, I saw
That
Irwin.
was
Irwin.
That was a good
That
fight.
was
Holy
brutal.
cow.
That was
Irwin
brutal.
was like, well, it was like 15 unanswered shots to the dome.
So for those of you that don't know, Erwin Rivera last year fought at Titan FC. The very first kick he threw. Are you good? No worry. Get some air in here. Unless you're cold, you can shut down. We're good. The very first kick he threw
He
just
broke his-
landed wrong, and he snapped his fibula or
Yeah,
tibia.
Tibia.
Yeah.
Both of them, I think. Was
No,
it both of them or just
no?
one?
Just one.
It was
I
just
think.
one. It was the tibia. thing.
Snapped. It went viral. The video went everywhere. So he was out for a year, and I know he talks about it, but it was really kind of messing with his head. He didn't know if he
Definitely.
wanted to keep on fighting.
But the guy, the warrior, he kept training, kept pushing, came back. It was a tough fight for him.
Yeah.
The guy is no joke.
Bronx Bomber is no joke.
The guy is legit.
Yeah.
So when we coming back, I remember when we were in the
It's my fault.
when
10
we were
push-ups.
at the warming up area in the corner room, and I was like, man, let's go, I'm gonna get it. I saw the guy warming up, and the guy was like very slow.
Yeah.
I know Uri is fast, has a lot of power. So like, because Gilbert was in the red corner, and the guy and Uri was
Yeah.
the blue corner. So
You kind of stuck going
I
back and
Oh,
could-
you had
forth.
to go back and
Yeah.
I
forth?
could go on both corners. I did nothing illegal. Invades anyone's corner.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. Like
So
planning.
when I went there, the guy was warming up, but he was like so slow compared to Uri, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Look, Uri, land. If you just land your hook, he gonna feel it. He's too
Yeah.
slow for you." And he's like, "Okay." And then he came back. He's like, "What should I do?" If you go second round, I said, "It's no second round.
Yeah.
It'll be first round." And then he's like, "Seriously? Like, look at me, like didn't believe it." And then he like talking to himself, and he's like, "You're gonna get on the first round. You're gonna get
Yeah.
on the first round."
Erwin's got hands, man.
Well, here's the thing. The way the fight looked, it looked like the guy had never trained before.
Yeah, the guy's
It looked, I'm not, no disrespect for that dude.
No, he's good, man. Listen, like
I
Bronx
understand.
Bomber has knocked some people out.
I
cold.
get it. But the way Irwin
It stayed.
caught him, it was like, he turned his back and Irwin
Yeah.
kicked him in the face.
Yeah. And look,
Like, that-
Erwin, just because he got injured doesn't mean that he was sleeping. He spent
No,
the
he's been
entire year
training a lot.
hardcore working on his boxing. And like I watched it, and I watched everything that he was doing as far as like anytime he would warm up
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. His fucking hands got fast, and his footwork got so clean. So it's not surprising that he just outlanded because he was just on point.
No, he was like the performance. He got a bonus
Yeah.
from Titan, from Lex. So it was a great
Yeah.
comeback. That's
For sure. It's a good way to start the year.
Yeah, definitely.
So now what about Gilbert's match?
Well, Gilbert's match, he was like jiu-jitsu wise, Gilbert and I were training for Tibau like long time ago.
yeah.
Blue belts time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tibau-
with
Yeah, Tibau was Novignon at that time, but he was like, I was like 16.
Yeah.
No, I was
Was he as
younger
big
than
back
that.
then?
It was like 14. Gilbert was 16.
Was he like that
He
big
was
back then?
bigger than us, but hey, we're like, he's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy.
He's super nice dude.
Super,
Like that's what I was throwing me
super
off.
polite.
Yeah, like when it was backstage, him and Gilbert and Herbert, they're just joking around, talking. I'm like, you
Is
guys
this guy
know you're
gonna
gonna
fight?
compete. Like that's when you know it was just a jiu-jitsu match, and it's
Yeah.
not like a real
but
like
it
MMA
wasn't just
fight.
a jiu-jitsu
A combat
match.
jiu-jitsu match. But that's the thing.
With,
Like the
with
funny
strikes
part.
standing up. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've seen that.
And they were start very careful.
Right?
Both
You
of
saw
them,
that
they
too, right?
start like very.
Oh man, it
And,
was
like,
so funny because I
There's
was
not
saying
much
that.
to, both guys are like.
It almost like they
not
felt
much
bad.
To coach, I'm like, all right.
It's like and
Get
you
some
could
slap
tell
going.
they almost felt bad. Like oh, we gotta like slap each other. It's like
Yeah.
oh wait, no, we're actually fighting, slapping each
But
other.
then when Gilbert, I think, got a combo slap.
Yeah.
Going.
you heard a crack.
Body head.
Yeah. He's like, pop, pop. There was like a huge crack. and all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh,
and then
wait, this is legit."
They started for real, and Gleason got a great takedown. That was
I was
deep.
surprised.
And Gilbert, like, he puts Gilbert into the cage, and Gilbert's like looking at me like,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
defending this now, I can't do anything. Then
I
it's
had the photo.
5
He had,
minutes,
like,
5 minutes.
He had him like just both legs up, and
Yep.
I just see
That
Gilbert like.
was trying to find some balance. Yeah.
It's not working. No way. It's not working. But I was surprised he didn't take that much action.
But he didn't engage.
Right.
There was like, he was on top and he was kind of like hips forward, protecting his face.
Right,
from-
you saw
from
that,
the
right?
upper Kicks. I don't think it's legal.
There's no,
upper
no,
kick.
there
No, there was
was
no
no, just
upkick.
slaps.
I was like,
Well, Gilbert did slap him one time.
yeah, give it this lap.
He caught him good while he was on the floor, but that's what I was surprised too. He wasn't
But
like
he
he
didn't
didn't want to
enter into the
engage.
guard.
Yeah,
into the guard. Then when Gilbert's like dead them power double from the bottom, I was like, dang.
that was weird too, man. That's how strong Gilbert got, because Gilbert literally went from the ground to his knees and initiated the takedown
Yeah.
from his knees.
Well, let's be honest. It's not like Gilbert was small during. What did Gilbert weigh in? 180.
180.
185, I think.
Yeah.
That's
180,
big. That's
185.
big, dude.
I've seen-
185. 185
I've seen Gilbert
dudes.
bigger. I've seen Gilbert bigger,
I've just seen some
but it's
also.
that's
I've
usually
seen
post.
Bigger than
fight.
185?
Yeah, post fight though. That's when he gets to start eating.
Off season.
Yeah, off season he gets bigger.
Holy
He gets
cow.
bigger sideways, not like.
Yeah, IGP is giving this boy, keeping this boy strong.
Yeah,
man,
he's-
that was like a hell of a power double
Right?
from the bottom all the way to the double leg and getting T-ball, and then he engaged.
That was a
And
good
then-
match.
It
But
was
you know
good
what
strikes.
what I loved was the finish.
Oh,
When
yeah.
they're just laughing.
Yeah.
You know, after he gets a tap, you know, Gleason just starts laughing. They're both laughing.
And people people know Gilbert's like a world jiu-jitsu class, but you see how look like he could lose control on the back if you look at the fight.
Yeah.
Like he might lose the back, man, but he kept like
Especially
Burns
when he on the
backpack
takedown.
style. Like no way.
Well, even on the takedown, that's the funny part. If you analyze it, if you watch it, Gilbert only had a single hook, but he
Yes.
had a cross body. So
Right,
it went
yeah.
over the left and into the right.
Yes.
So it's like he already knew where it was going to go. So that's why when Gleason got up, he managed to take him down. So I got to show you the
Yes.
photos. He's completely sideways. It's a totally weird. Like that's going
Yeah,
to
he
hurt
like
if you land
looked
wrong.
like he could lose the back.
Yeah.
But he was like so.
Yeah,
the
Gilbert isn't
city
gonna lose
belt
the
was
back.
so tight. Everything was
Got to be a
perfect.
backpack. That's what
Yeah.
when I tell my students when they take the back, I go, there should be no daylight between your chest
No.
and their
Yeah.
back. If there's daylight,
No
there's
space.
there's
Gotta
a
be
problem.
tight. It's gotta be.
And that's like always too. Like people forget about putting their head like next to each other.
Yeah,
Like
Oh,
people,
no,
a
ear
lot
to
of people
ear.
don't do that.
ear to ear.
Yeah, a lot of people
I
don't
say
do that.
I say whisper in their
Chin.
ear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chin over the shoulder.
Be able to
yeah.
whisper in their ear. Say go to sleep.
But that's
I do
a,
that sometimes. So just breathe in the guy's ear. They don't like that. Not a good experience for them.
So before we really get going, I got some jiu-jitsu news that we actually got to go through. So I'm gonna throw that stuff out here, and we can really get going, because last time we did 0 jiu-jitsu news, and it was still fun. Let me see. So this one you'll like. So the IBJJF released the heavyweight GP. What's that? What am I looking at? Title fight headline Titan FC 54. Oh, snap. Oh, we can do that one. You want to start off with that?
Okay, no.
I mean,
Sure,
if you're
no.
going to sit there, just show me the phone. Like, I got to read on the spot.
No, don't need to read.
Titan
this.
Fighting title fights headline Titan FC 54 on UFC Fight Pass. Specimen Suarez defends in the main event. Herbert Burns returns to on main card. Current lineup. So who are you going to fight?
Luis Gomez, former champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good fight. Have you seen Luis Gomez fight?
No.
He had a tough fight.
He has the viral judo trolls.
Yeah.
Like, on one, I think, combat night once.
One was at Combat Night, but he had the fight at Titan.
Titan also he did.
Where he got super rocked, and somehow he gets back and he ended up winning the fight. That's how I think how
Yeah,
he won
did
the title.
Both judo trolls viral. Went viral. Both
Yeah.
judo trolls. Like the guys just landed on their face and was
Slam-
out.
yeah.
Both of them.
Pull guard.
No, he was out.
Whenever you're going up against a judo guy, you pull guard.
So when's that coming?
That will be April 26th.
April
one day
26th?
before the UFC here in Miami.
Oh, nice. So that's good. You get that, and
If
then
Gilbert get on the card, then both Burns fighting.
That'd be
on the
kinda
weekend,
Oh, well, what could be
back to
really
back.
cool is there's going to be people are going to be in town for that.
Definitely.
So they're probably there's probably going to be like UFC
Everybody.
bigwigs going to the
Everyone gonna
show.
be there.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
If
how it
Dana's
is.
coming to the fight, Lex is gonna get him to come out for sure.
No, he's coming.
Yeah.
That's
So-
they're doing like a special looking
Yo.
for fights edition
Oh, that's
on that
dope.
day.
I guess
On
I'll
Titan.
guess I'll be there to take photos. What I was gonna ask you is, are you gonna end up going to the fights regardless of if Gilbert fights or not?
Yeah.
See, I wanted to buy my ticket. I wasn't sure.
Is Gilbert not fighting? I thought he was
no,
fighting.
no,
Maybe.
maybe it's been a maybe.
I've
but it
heard.
hasn't been-
Well, there's been rumblings on.
Well,
There
everybody,
been-
yeah.
They're being, but it's not confirmed 100%.
As far as Gilbert's side is, yes, he wants
He
to
wants
fight.
to fight.
As far as who wants to fight Gilbert, that's
Yeah,
the tough
that's-
part.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's the tough part.
You know what's funny is we've talked about this. Like, the UFC does not do well in Florida.
I think a long time they didn't do events here.
They've
Last-
had a
They had
handful.
Orlando.
Orlando was the
Orlando,
fight
right?
that Gilbert was supposed to do. Remember, they
Yes.
wouldn't let him do it for the weight cut.
Yeah, they did. That was last year.
And then there was the
Cerrone and
Yeah.
Rafael, right?
Yeah.
That was like.
that was actually a good fight night too.
That was
Ben
a good
Saunders fought on that
I was
card.
there that day.
Yeah.
It was back.
Yeah, Orlando.
But that's Orlando.
That's Orlando.
South
Yeah.
Florida
South
is where they
Florida.
did
So
that.
Florida, the
But
last
here's the
10
thing.
years ago, the last one they
The
did,
last
right?
fight they did was Mighty Mouse versus Uncle Creepy, Ian McCall. Yeah, it was a really really bad.
And
Eric
they did
Silva.
That draw that was here.
Yeah, that was it. Because I remember I went to the open workouts.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. Like I got to meet everybody. Eric Silva fought. I was just having
Before or
this
after
debate
USADA?
It
before,
was before. He was like,
way before. Like, and I was a huge fan of Eric Silva, but yeah, he just that was all juice.
maybe.
I had this argument with with someone the other day as far as like why he doesn't do bad and like do good in Florida. And there's like I could sit here for like an hour and tell you everything that's wrong with doing stuff in South Florida.
Well, no, there's just too much stuff to do.
No, it's
Yes.
not about that.
It is
I
South
think
Florida.
they don't put a great card also. They
Yeah,
don't help
like,
themselves. I think
that
that's
card,
the main reason.
It's usually the card isn't always the best, and it's tough. Like if you have a lot of locals, because if you have the locals, then once their fight is done, people are gonna leave. Florida crowds are notoriously bad at leaving early, no matter what it is. It could be a concert, it could be a basketball game. No matter what it is, they always leave. Ticket sales are notoriously bad leading up to shows. I've done concerts all over the world, and Florida is hands down the worst. Usually,
Depending.
no.
There are a lot of
No.
options here.
What's the Coral Sky? Zach Brown sells out like that.
No, it doesn't
Yes.
sell out. Listen to me. It doesn't sell out. What happens is it sells out to scalpers. So they can still say that the show sold out, but you'll still see empty seats. And then the scalpers redo them. So it's a weird loophole. So if I'm the ticket master, I'm saying, oh, it's sold out. Look, we don't have any tickets left. That's because the scalpers took a majority of them. That's the way that it works.
But for the tickets masters,
Yeah, they don't give a shit. They still made their ticket.
They got
They
all
got
the
all the
money,
money.
They got their money. So to them, sold out show. It is what it is. And then you have the like for any show that you normally put, like no matter what it is, you always calculate walk-ups, right?
Mhm.
So walk-ups are the night of the show. Usually, for let's say in a like 10% is usually like what you get end up in walk-ups. So you might sell 250 tickets night of the show at the door. When it comes to Florida, it'll be like 500. Like let's say like a small size show kind of thing. It's just always the case. It's always the case. And I've tried it. I've tried it so many times.
Yeah, but
I've
they
had
normally
the
they
numbers.
normally go. I think here's the problem. I think if you're gonna run UFC, you have to go to BB&T.
Well, that's where they're gonna do it.
They're doing it there because
They're doing it at the BB&T.
nobody. I'm gonna tell you this.
But they did it at the BB&T last time when it was
No, I
Sunrise.
thought-
No,
when
they
did
didn't. They did
it
at
wasn't
BB&T.
at the
Nope, it was at
American
BB&T.
Airlines.
That was, I think you're thinking, they've done it at the Hard Rock. Bellator's done it at the Hard Rock. American Airlines was WWE. I don't know if I can't remember if they did one
I
there.
actually did a dark. I did a not a dark, but I had a tryout at the American
yeah.
Airlines for WWE,
Clearly,
which
didn't
was
work out.
weird because Shaq came
Yeah,
and you it's like you don't realize how big Shaq is.
yeah. No, you realize how
Until you walk until he walks by, and then when you see him next to the Giant, Paul White, Big
Yeah.
Show, you're like,
I don't know. Big Show ain't that big.
Big Show ain't that big. Because Shaq makes Big Show look small.
Yeah, small show.
Big.
All right, let me go with back to the news because this is what I wanted to say. So the IBJJF released the roster for the heavyweight GP. Did you see it?
I saw it.
Did you see it?
No.
It's fucking packed.
No, very, very, very high level, guys.
It's Buchecha, Gordon Ryan, Lucas Barbosa, Leandro Lo, Muhammad Ali, Yuri Samoes, Patrick Gaudio, and Joao Rocha. And Joao had cancer for 5 years.
Yeah.
So this is his first big one back. That alone is pretty heavy duty. And that
I
one's
think Patrick Gaudio just
yeah, it's
the
just
lightest of the
Yeah.
heavier guys.
But I mean that's
He's
a card.
very good, very explosive. But
But do
those
you
guys
think,
are too big for him. Even the other time he fought Gordon,
Yeah.
it was a good fight,
Yeah.
man. He could. I think him on the back of his mind, he was like,
I could do it. I could do
maybe
it.
I can do it, maybe not. He wasn't sure, but if he was sure he could get the fight. The fight was very good, but he's way lighter than those guys. Way lighter than those guys.
This is going to be probably the best time for a lot of those guys though to go after Gordon because he's recovering from the knee injury.
Did he have to get surgery? Do we know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He got. Oh, that's right. I did see him in.
Yeah,
I
he got
saw
surgery. So he's been doing seminars in a wheelchair.
I think for the jiu-jitsu rules, he's not the best rules for
Yeah.
him. So Buchecha,
and Lowe are going to have the upper hand anyway.
Low, I don't think.
You don't think
no
so?
Gis.
Yeah.
Not his best. He's not the same in no gi.
Yeah, he got beat at the World's no gi by who was it?
But they're saying
it
from
was-
what I heard he didn't even train for it.
Well,
From
that
what I
may
heard
be.
he's
But
been
that's his
partying.
fault. He
Yeah.
should
He's been
be trained.
partying a little bit hard. And let's see, another thing that was announced was that the IBJJF is now going to offer prize money for the black belt champions, and it's going to be equal pay for the men and women.
Well, what I want to know is
Finally.
does that go for Masters World Champions? That's
No.
horseshit.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
That's horseshit.
But
It's already
absolute.
improvement. The guys, okay, I'm gonna give it for the adults. Okay.
What about the old guys?
One at a time. One at a time.
Absolute champion automatically wins 10 grand. But for yeah.
So for the start,
not for the first start, yeah.
one,
considering that they got paid nothing before.
Yeah, they paid nothing for 1,000 years.
For the other black belt brackets, it can go anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000. It depends on how many people are in the brackets.
Oh, the brackets are full. It's worlds.
Well, that's all I'm telling you is what I read.
Come on.
So that's been announced.
That's good for
Which is
just
good.
it's the same amount of money
It took them forever.
for ladies and guys. So
Yeah.
there's no victimism or anything.
All right, Herbert.
It just took them. It took them forever. Hold on, I'm not
Wait,
done
wait,
yet.
wait, real quick. You have a choice: Titan champion or IBJJF World Champion.
My goal now is to become to be a world champion MMA. But if I have to choose between Titan champion, IBJJF champion, I would choose IBJJF champion.
It goes
With or without the pay.
Oof, the pay.
Oh, okay.
Because now they put money
Yeah.
into it. Before it was just a medal. But I want to be a title champion also.
Of course.
That'd be good.
Uh,
Like you had the
that'd
tough
be
fight
good.
in Kazakhstan. So
That guy was crazy.
that was a
That guy
crazy
is
fight.
Crazy guy.
Almost made me punch the TV. All right.
I like
so,
fair motion.
yeah. So did you see the Josh Barnett Bloodsport? Did you see the matchup?
No.
Did you hear about this?
No.
So Josh Barnett is doing like a Bloodsport Wrestle Zone. They called it. It's like can't tell. They haven't really put out information on it, whether it's just wrestling matches or what exactly it is. But one of the matchups that they announced, you ready for this? Frank Mir versus Dan Severn.
Well, here's what it is. So,
Come on.
But then 7 is.
He's 64.
Oh.
He's
Come on.
64.
well, let me tell you here what it's going to be like. So there was a wrestling company in Japan back in like the late
It's the Japanese guy. I
early
have the names
90s.
here. I'll pull it up.
But it basically
GCW.
no, it wasn't GCW. It was a different one.
The 7 should be fight.
But,
should not be
You
fight.
should no.
But
But
what's
that's
his
what I'm
na-
saying. Like if it's wrestling, then it's gonna be fake.
Let me find out. But basically,
He has no explosiveness.
what's his name fought there?
His knees are gone. He's got tons of brain damage.
He has one of the worst fight ever against
The
It was
Japanese dude.
No, it was UFC. What was?
Okay,
he-
it's called UWF.
Yeah.
UWF, and what it was pro wrestling like WWE, but with more real
Catch. It's
catch.
like- yeah.
but
wrestling,
like
catch wrestling.
it was catch wrestling, but it was at the same time it was scripted, and I think that's what Barnett's thing is going to be as well.
Come on.
So here's you get
So it's not going to be real wrestling.
Here's
but
the-
that's what I hear. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not.
Here's what
But
the little
Boss
press release.
Rutan fought in UWF.
Yeah, but he put on the show. He did it on purpose.
Well, of course, that's what
But
they were
that's
all
not.
did.
Well,
They
listen.
do it on purpose.
They do.
Nobody's
They all put the
fighting.
show on purpose.
So, the Ultimate Hybrid event commences as the MMA and pro wrestling world meet for a unique event that only GCW present. That's literally all the information that they put out there. One of the most talked about events from Mania Weekend 2018 is back for 2019, this time with UFC MMA legend Josh Barnett at the helm. That's all that they put out there. And there was, I had the names of like the Japanese guy that he's bringing over for like the first time ever. He's going to be competing in the US, but come on, man. Like Dan Severn. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do when his knees explode in front of the whole crowd?
Dan Severn has been fighting.
Yeah,
I think
he
he
can't
did.
fight anymore. Come on.
Well, when was the last? When was the last time he had an
Athletic
MMA
Commission,
fight?
they have nothing to do with these.
Because
events.
it's a mixture. That's what I'm saying. It's all fake. Because if the punches are actually landing, then the commission for sure is gonna say something.
I think it was Don Seven and Frank Shamrock. Or Ken. Which one was the biggest? The biggest is
Ken.
And
Yeah.
they did one of the worst fights
Yeah.
UFC ever.
So bad.
They circle around
Dan
each other
Sev-
for
Da-
40
Dan's-
minutes.
And it's like, yeah, you get paid, I get paid.
Dan Severn is 101, 19, and 7. 101, 19, and 7.
Okay.
So let's see what his last fight was. A win. Take a guess. How many years ago?
I would
10?
say
10?
Dan Severn. How
Yeah.
many years?
10? 10?
10 years ago. I would say 1998, 1999.
2012.
Shut up, really?
2012. He fought Alex Rosman and won.
Was it an MMA fight or was it a
Yeah, it was
wrestling
MMA.
match?
Blue Blood MMA.
MMA. But he put like 4 or 5 wins in a row on his last fights, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. Look at
Yeah.
it. Look.
Right,
More
he-
than that. He went from 90 and 17 up
Tomato
to
cans?
107.
Was it
Yeah, he
tomato
starts
cans?
fighting small shows.
Yeah, they were tiny shows. Elite MMA, King of the Cage.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a lot of
tomato
King of the-
cans. So it's like, come on, let me beat
A lot
you.
of
But
King of
then
the
it's
Cage.
hard. It can be a tough fight. Just once using him as a ladder.
Here's the thing.
Those guys just.
My theory is if anybody steps into the cage,
Okay, so then it's
it's going to be tough. My theory is this: there's nobody that's as weak as you think, and there's nobody who's as strong as you think.
What about Stephen Hawking? He was pretty weak. For sure, I could have fucked up Stephen Hawking. Am I wrong?
That would be something I should have said. You're not the one that's supposed to say this the stupid shit.
But come on. You wanted to laugh. That was pretty good.
But no, what I'm saying is, like,
I don't know who's
if
this.
somebody,
You know Stephen Hawking is the guy who's the was it astrophysicist? He's the guy in
astrophysicist
the wheelchair.
from
He
England,
got it.
Man, hello Herbert.
he wants to fight people in wheelchairs.
Come on.
You can laugh. Don't worry. It's all on mic.
That's not humor, huh?
Just saying. Hey, you know he was a scumbag, right?
He was not. Don't be
I
making.
don't know.
Don't be making.
he's a scumbag,
He's
right?
not a scumbag.
He
Don't be-
cheated on his wife.
How?
Bro, you didn't even...
Online chats.
Yeah. No. You know that, right?
was-
You didn't know that?
No.
He cheated on his wife with his
Sex
caretaker.
Sex.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
like he
Oh,
che- he
oh,
like
oh,
his
baby.
wife. Yeah.
Oh baby.
And look, he had kids with him. He's still putting it down.
Well,
He's pushing rope, but he's still putting it down.
well, look.
Listen,
Maybe
She took care of him.
Maybe it was more like, remember in the movie Coming to America,
right?
and the caretakers came out from under the water.
Oh, yeah,
the
the
royal
royal
penis is clean, Your Highness. Maybe she was just doing her job.
Look, well, clearly she was doing her job.
How could
Evidently.
he had no control of his body? None.
What do you want me to tell you, Sean? I don't know
He
the guy
looked at
personally.
the way. The only thing he could control were his eyes, and that's how he typed.
Maybe the computer restart.
What's he? I want to know how. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you want me to pull up his like biography up right now or something? Like,
And do what for what?
I'm telling you, that's what happened.
I understand, but it's how did
Okay,
he
you don't
cheat?
think
I
that's
think he
dirty?
was on the computer cheating. No, him.
Yeah, right. It's like,
It'd
But
be
you
more.
don't
It'd
think
be
that's
more
like-
like it'd be more like his caretaker, more or less raped him.
Yeah, probably.
nah, I don't know about that.
Nah,
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know. It seems weird.
No, no means no. Stop. No, that's fucked
I
up,
don't know,
man.
but regardless.
But he died, right?
Yeah, he died like
he's
a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the thing. It's like that's the thing that nobody ever knew is that like his wife stayed with him through like the whole time once he started getting sick because he could walk and everything.
Before he
They
got
made a movie about it.
Yeah, and then like he started getting messed up, like, and then like I guess he finally lost like control of everything, and then next thing you know, he cheated on his wife. I mean, at the end of the day, you got nothing left really going on, right? So it's like, fuck it, I'm already fucked up. What's she gonna do to me?
leave
I
you.
would. Well, here's the thing. I would assume that the sperm from the smartest man on the planet
Is highly sought after.
is pretty valuable.
Is he the smart? Was he the
He
smartest man on
was
the planet?
one of the smartest men on the planet. He had to be one of the top 10
I could
minds.
still choke him out though.
I don't think you could. The computer's gonna be behind his.
Yeah, good luck. You'd have to choke him from the front and just
Yes.
go
Rape
old
choke,
school.
Rape
Go-
choke.
Yeah, right. Oh, so did you watch Polaris this weekend?
I couldn't watch because I was on the way
Yeah,
to.
it's, well, it's funny because I
battle.
was going back and forth like in the middle of fights trying to watch. G lost, Jazari lost by
Wagner
triangle.
won. I
Yeah,
know.
and Wagner won.
I heard
So-
that girl that Jazari lost to is an absolute
Fionn?
beast.
And Fionn is a beast, man. She was getting everybody, but like G went up in weight.
And where is she from? Britain? Fionn?
Wales.
Wales. Same. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yes.
So here's the other thing.
So she's definitely Britain.
Yeah. You see what the European IBJJF did? So
No.
now like they're doing a like the European, like I guess whatever you want to call it, championship that only Europeans can compete in. So you can't have anybody coming over from California flying out to Europe and just
Oh,
smashing
that's
everybody.
terrible.
I mean,
That's
it makes
terrible.
sense.
No, it doesn't make sense. Does that mean only Florida people can
Do the Miami.
do the
Open.
Miami Open?
That's different, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, how many people
The
do we
two
know?
Miami Opens
Listen,
for you.
Well, then they
The
should.
local,
They
local
should.
Miami Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, he open Miami Open.
you're gone. You're gone.
Well, you know
like,
what that means?
automatic win
Then
for
they,
me.
they
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to come here to our country and do the nationals or the Pan
Worlds?
American. If they're not, no, they can do the worlds
But
because
they do
it's
the
the
pants.
worlds.
They do the pants also.
Yeah.
Pan American.
But how many people do we know that were super high level black belts and jiu-jitsu was just starting out in other countries and they went over there for the easy win?
Yeah, but that's how jiu-jitsu develop.
I know that I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, like, that's probably why they want to be like, okay, guys, let us develop our own
But they
people
are
here first.
developing. There's
They
a
are
lot of
developing
good.
by the guys going there,
Going
Yeah.
doing
kicking
the
'em.
techniques and doing the seminars. And
You're
then
yelling
I-
at me like I came over this fucking rule.
You got.
let's go here. Let's go over here now.
I'm just telling you what I read here.
Think about the high level. Like Hodger's got a
School in England.
huge school in England.
Yeah. But like the ZR team, they're pretty good.
What,
in
Braulio,
England
doesn't he have
also.
one?
Braulio also has Norton.
Braulio,
School.
like they're coming up. I would do
Vanderlei had a school out there, didn't he? Or no, not Vanderlei. The Nogueras, they had like a big school
Yeah,
in
they
Europe.
have a school. They had that school in
Yeah.
Switzerland. a good
Gracie
school.
Baja kind of took over more of
Good
Europe.
schools in Spain also.
Yeah.
Bianca Cabral. They have a lot of guys. Finfos in Sweden.
Yeah.
Checkmats in Sweden.
What
They have
I-
like
what- here's
Checkmats
the-
England also.
Here's what I want to. I want to get into the
Poland, they're
IBJJFs here.
good. Nogi.
Yeah, and I don't disagree. I think it's a joke too. I can
don't
understand
think
where they
that should
come from.
happen. That's no.
Getting in front of the mic.
Have you?
I don't think that's
Don't
good.
blow out the mic.
Have you noticed that like IBJF falls in love with an area and sticks to it, like
Like,
the
Pounds,
European
like
champion?
pounds when they pay in
Well,
pounds.
no, European championships are always in Portugal.
yeah, well, like
That's the tradition.
Worlds and Pan Ams is Las Vegas and L.A.
Yeah, but the worlds, the Masters Worlds, when I won it was in Long Beach.
Right.
The last 3 years has been in Las Vegas.
Right.
Why?
because they want like they want
the venue.
the venue.
Yeah.
They want
Yeah,
the
but
location for specific.
You really think people are gonna fly from all over the world to go into fucking
Long Island?
Oklahoma?
No, not. I don't mean there, but like, there's a lot of cool
You're not
places.
gonna do it
Because
in
they put
Miami.
together the tourism and the.
Orlando would be a perfect spot for the World Championships.
Lantana would be good.
Yeah,
They
let's do
don't even
Lantana.
travel.
No, Orlando.
Good luck finding a venue that fits in here.
Orlando's got huge venues, and it's also
Well, that's why
an
they
easy. Easy. The airport
To get in and out?
Dude, it's the big. Did you know Orlando
Did you
International Airport?
They should
is
do
the
in
most,
Disney.
Yes.
No, so here's the thing. Here's why you can't do it in
You
Disney.
do the roller coaster. If you go that, then you can.
So
fly.
like the ESPN World of Sports, like Wide World of Sports and stuff like that, why they would never do it there is the same reason. Remember I was telling you I was trying to do stuff with Copa Podio?
Yes.
So for me to have an event at the Wide World of Sports ESPN, I have to sign off my rights to Disney. Now Disney owns all the footage and everything, whatever goes on there, and they make a huge percentage off of your ticket sales. So even if I say, here's $100,000, I'm renting out the venue for the weekend, they're like, that's cool. Yeah, we'll take it, but we're also taking 20% of your ticket sales. It's like, well, then I'm not really renting out your venue, am I? You're all of a sudden becoming a partner, and you lose all these rights. So, like, you would never do it. They have I think it's like a Lone Star, or you could do the Expo Center. Those places you can do no problem, but not, you ain't touching Wild
I
World of
like
Sports.
Vegas because at least if I want to fight there, I can travel.
Yeah.
I hate Vegas.
I don't want to go to Orlando. I can
But
go
you
to
only been
Orlando
down the
just by
strip.
car.
No,
Yeah.
I've been all over Vegas. It
No,
wasn't
not
that
like the fucking
When I
dam
fought
and
the
all that
Nationals in Vegas was I won the
Yeah.
no gi, lost in the gi, hurt myself, then
And
couldn't,
then
couldn't see the city. So I want to go again. Vegas.
You want to go again? There's nothing to
but
see.
don't get hurt.
There's
this
nothing
time.
to
Don't get
see.
hurt. There's stuff to see out there.
Yeah, but once you're there once, if you don't, again, I don't gamble, I don't party, I don't drink. So Vegas to me is
Yeah, so
stupid.
there's
I will-
Long Beach-
7 billion other people in this world.
Long
Fuck you,
Beach
then.
is rad.
I think that most of the world gamble
Yeah.
and drink
I don't
and
know.
party.
That might be. That may be.
That's why you're doing
But would
Masters,
you
and we're talking about-
rather win the world championship in Vegas in some convention center or in the
It don't
pyramid?
matter if it world championship.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
No, but you're right. I understand that. But
It can
where
be
would
in
you?
fucking Oklahoma? I'm still a world
Where
champion.
would you rather win it at? Would you rather win it in Las Vegas or in the pyramid in Long Beach? If you had your choice,
You're just trying to be fucking nostalgic.
I'll probably want to be in Brazil in the
True.
Tijuca Tennis Club.
you know what? And that's another thing.
that's
I
the-
think if the world championship of
Never.
Brazilian
But-
jiu-jitsu,
No.
It's so annoying. Even like the Brazilian nationals, they took to São Paulo.
Yeah,
They took out Tijuca.
yeah.
Now Tijuca is on like Brazilian national teams
Yeah.
and the Brazilian no-gi, national no-gi. So it's like hard even to fight there. Even one of my Brazilian nationals, I have 4. One of them I won in my own city. In Nitro, I don't complain. 'Cause it's my own city. I have the whole crowd cheering for me. But I like to fight in Tijuca. That's
Yeah.
where everything, like everywhere, start, grow.
Yeah.
Seeing jiu-jitsu there. There was like the Maracanã is the biggest soccer stadium in the world, for Brazilian one. And it's very famous for that. So it was the Maracanã of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but do you think people would... I think it would kind of be almost like a hindrance if you told everyone like the jiu-jitsu like worlds are going to be there. Because remember when they did ADCC? Like, it's a lot smaller
No,
crowd.
I think that like jiu-jitsu is developed enough.
Yeah.
And it was important, the Pan Americans here and the worlds here at the points. But now, I think they should bring one of those tournaments back to Brazil. Or the Pan or the worlds.
Yeah, but do you
I
think...
think it would be good
I
for
think
the
it-
Brazilian jiu-jitsu in Brazil.
It would be good, but it'd also be super dangerous to have that many people out there. Don't you think so?
Yeah, there's carnival. There are a lot of events that people hold their
guess.
own. They had the Olympics. It was
But look
fine.
at when they did
The World
ADCC.
Cup was fine.
Look at what they did. What was the tournament that
It's-
Herbert Santos went nuts in?
Oh, it's BJJ Stars. But that's
holy
but
cow!
that guy is not normal.
You see his apology afterwards? Or his explanation afterwards? You didn't see it?
What explanation he can possibly give?
Oh, you didn't read it?
No, sure not.
He said, like, obviously it was translated in super broken Google Brazilian English, but basically he was saying that since the second he arrived, everybody from that opposite team was just talking shit to him the whole time.
So just fight then.
Right. And then at one point, I guess he went to like the concession stand to go get like food or drink, and someone like punched him in like the kidney and took off. They couldn't see who it was. And then they kept on talking shit about his mom. He was saying that they were just talking shit the whole time, basically.
So what?
I know. I don't disagree. I'm with you.
That's the fight game.
Yeah. And well, considering the fact that he was one of the biggest shit talkers, he was the one going talking shit.
Man, he got good so fast and ran. Man, he was bad.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Even like
You throw it.
when it was in Vegas again, I hurt my knee. I couldn't walk the city. The guy ran, sprints like several times.
Yeah. Not only did he run, he jumped off the
cage,
off the platform.
And he kicked the shit out of someone in the face. Someone got kicked in the face.
He khabib'd him.
Yeah, he khabib'd him pretty solid.
And I think it looked like he was
ego kick. He did the ego kick. The ego kick.
It looked like he was going after one of the guys. Looked like he was going after the ref. It looked like the ref.
That was number one bullshit.
Big drama show. Big drama show. Oh man! So check this out. Show him this video. So we got a hold of this video. This is an exclusive right here.
Exclusive.
Jiu-Jitsu Radio exclusive. So, whose gym is this?
Bruno Bastos.
So Bruno's Bastos gym was broken into
In Texas.
Seriously?
in Texas, and check out the graffiti that was sprayed all over the gym.
So it was somebody from the jiu-jitsu community.
Somebody from the jiu-jitsu community that he's been very keen on. So for those of you that are not watching, obviously, so basically someone broke into Bruno Bastos' gym, started spray painting "Stop fucking my wife" all over the gym. Yeah. So they don't know who it is, but everywhere, like on the front desk counter, on the back of the like, wall, on the mats and stuff. So how crazy is that?
It's crazy from like if he actually that's happening, it's crazy. But it's crazy the guy do that also. Because think about not many people knew that Bruno was his wife. Now everyone knows.
Now everybody knows.
Hold on. It's not saying that it's Bruno Bastos doing it.
Yeah,
right?
no. Somebody from the
Somebody
gym.
from the gym is doing it. So let's just be very clear. I'm not trying to have Bruno Bastos come kick
I know
my
Bruno
ass.
Bastos.
Yeah,
He's a very nice guy. But this is crazy how he can do that.
Yeah, but
So,
why?
He did not write please.
If it wasn't
He did
Bruno,
not write please. So
Please.
the guy
if it
should
wasn't
go.
Bruno, why would they spray paint it?
Could be one of the
It
instructors.
could be one of it could be one of the instructors.
How many instructors are at Bruno Bastos?
I don't know. Master
Well, they-
Andre? Who else?
I don't know. You know better
No,
than me.
Master Andre is not from the...
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
you start
Gustavo
throwing out the
Dantas.
wrong names. You start getting fucked up.
I don't know. No. How many instructors?
How many instructors?
They should have a lot of instructors.
It wasn't that.
I mean, I'm
doesn't
sure you
seem
could
like
look
that
it up.
big of
You
a
could look up
school.
on their
Go on the
school's
website,
page
then.
and it'll say about
You
our
wanna do
teachers. Like,
detective game.
but
But
that's,
that was on the mats.
That was on the
Yeah,
wall, on the mat.
wall.
So
On the,
Hey,
here's
on
the
the
thing.
front desk.
yeah, on the front desk. So now here's the thing. They say that it must have been somebody that has a key because it was broken into.
The door was locked.
So that's stupid on whoever did its part. If it was me and I had the key, I'd be like, fuck that, I kicked down the door. Like,
Yeah, but there's a lot of schools that just start handing out keys.
Yes.
They're like, give this guy a key. He comes here all the
I'll
time.
just get you a key. I'll just get you a key.
It happens.
I know it happens.
It's terrible.
Don't
that.
give people a key.
Fucking
They
give
can
people-
paint you.
and then
they
don't go
can
fuck people's
spray
wives.
and say that. Complaining.
I could when I saw that I was like, and I had just seen Bruno Bastos take on Tom
On the Blas. On the
DeBlas on
Yeah.
the
Flow grappling.
yeah. I was like, ooh,
It was Kasai. Kasai.
Kasai.
Yeah,
It was Kasai. And I was like, oh. And then because I didn't know what school it was because I couldn't tell. And then I was told what school. I was like,
So it'll be fun to hear what happens next on once the name
well,
gets
I don't
exposed.
look. I haven't heard this. Have you heard it? Have you heard of this?
No.
Yeah. Like
I just come
I
to this
just got-
podcast and people give me
I
this info.
got, we got this on the down low.
Yeah, like it
and
literally
you
just
haven't
came.
heard about this, so we're kind of dropping this worldwide.
All right,
You're
you are
welcome.
home. Who do you think it is? Huh? Go on the website, do
Yeah,
a
like,
detective job.
Get the answer
You
right.
come
Get a
back
free hat.
and
I'm
give your
sure
comments
things-
here.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been resolved. I'm sure somebody knows who
Oh,
that
for sure.
because somebody knows who it was.
Can you imagine that meeting? Can you imagine that? All right, guys, we're gonna have a team meeting. who's fucking whose wife?
Yeah, who's this guy fucking whose wife?
Was
And who
it-
painted that?
You ever see like that episode of South Park when they're like talking about like why do celebrities with lots of money like sleep with too many women? He's like, damn it, we were gonna find out why. It's like it's just like shifty eyes. Like who would want to do that? Like that's what it's gonna sound like to me. It's like, son of a bitch, we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Nah,
And Bruno's not a small dude.
definitely not.
And if you so if it was
Their wife must be good because the guy like, I'm gonna break up her. No, just stop doing her, please.
Right?
yeah.
That's like he has don't even think of breaking up. There's no breaking up.
Yeah.
Think just please stop.
Please stop.
There's no please. Just
No.
fucking
You know what's funny?
stop.
It just reminded me like there's an old instructional video with Cyborg.
Show you how to.
Yeah, well, no, he's like, right. He's sitting there doing an instructional, and somebody walks into the gym in the middle of the instructional, and they still record the video. I gotta find it. It's hilarious. He's like, bro, we're recording. Then click, it goes out, and it goes back to where they were doing the instruction. But it's like in the middle of them doing the instructional video. It's like, bro, we're filming here. What are you doing?
The best instructors video is still Morris Perry. Nobody.
Oh, the
nobody
old school
Morris
one?
Perry's- Old school, they're the best.
You remember that one?
No.
There's like the Valetudo, like Mario Sperry Jiu-Jitsu videos.
Headbutt.
He's like, you headbutt.
No.
Punch him. Don't give him
Punch the
some
balls.
pussy punches.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Don't give you pussycat punches.
You never seen that?
No.
Oh, there's like he
Do
says
that
stuff
collection.
like,
That's so funny.
he's like, you got to hit them with, don't hit them with little faggot punches. You got to hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes
You
in.
gotta destroy the guy. You gotta kill the guy.
Now, did you watch the match between him and Laborio?
Yeah.
Who do you think won?
I think it was nothing much happened on the match.
Right,
It
but
was
do you
like,
think- do you-
could go either way.
Do
It
you
was
think
like,
Laborio won?
no, could go either
Could
way.
have won either way, right?
Because they had like 20 minutes, right? ATC.
Oh, I don't know.
There was a
ADCC
super
is 20.
fight.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a super fight.
Yeah.
It was like 20 minutes and they didn't do much, so they can't complain after that.
Yeah.
Did you
so
go
you
up
had
to-
20 minutes.
Did
You-
you go
Yeah.
up to Laborio's?
No,
no.
in London. No, yeah.
That's what's it called?
That was his
Hassan-
respect or something like
No,
that.
it's called something else.
Yeah, where they, like the one I was supposed to go to a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. I think.
Jay-Z went up
Jay-Z,
there. Like
Jay-Z,
Jacare
Setsubalo,
was
a
up
lot
there.
of-
Yuri
guys,
went
yeah.
up.
Speaking of which, Yoel was over at Titan FC the other day.
He was not that big.
You think so?
Yeah.
He definitely slimmed down from like the first
Yeah.
time I ever met him.
He was not that big as
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely
You want a
slimmed down.
piece?
No. no.
Dude, no
If
way.
he came down to 145,
I've shaken his hand like a couple of times. Every time like I see him like, hey, what's up? Like, see what's going on. Bro, he fucking crushed my hand that day. He's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, all right, dude. Like, you know me, man.
I can't think.
I love you. I love you.
I love you. I love you.
No, but you can tell he's definitely like getting more in the zone, getting ready for this fight, man. Like he's saying, he definitely slimmed down. He wasn't like that jacked.
Hey, what do you think
Does he got
about-
something coming up?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got to fight against Jacare
Jacare.
Ooh.
down in Miami. That one's gonna be
No
like,
grabbing cage this time, huh?
Yeah. Let's see. No extra time sitting on the bench.
Talk about somebody who's gotten some extra.
Genetics.
No, I'm talking about the thing with Tim Kennedy
Money?
where he sat
No
on
extra
the
money?
sat on the cage or sat on the
Sat on the
stool.
stool, extra stool gate.
Holding the glove.
Like he's gotten
Tim
away
Kennedy.
with a lot of.
Okay, now let's be honest here.
And
It's
then
not
one
him.
time that he
Good
shits on the
cornerman.
cage. He
Yeah.
shits on his fight.
Oh, the purple pants.
Yeah, the purple pants.
Oh,
Pants.
purple pants became purple and brown pants.
Yeah. He mounted on the guy. Just that.
Did you ever
Come
see
on,
that?
stop.
You see it like it's funny because he's at one point he's got him like pinned up against the cage, and then you see just his butt cheeks towards the camera, and it's just brown stain. Like,
Yeah.
Well, streak.
Yeah.
No, well, let's be
It-
fair.
it grew, it grew.
It wasn't brown, but it was a wet streak down the butt.
Yeah.
And
We're not sure.
anybody-
It was a not sure.
Anybody who knows
Look, I told
knows.
you, it happened.
Probably it's
it
a high
happened at Copa
possibility of
America.
that being.
No, I saw it happen at Copa America when that time that Tom competed in, and there was like the big guys, like he just pissed himself right there. That was
No,
pretty
he
bad.
shit himself. That was shit.
No. Like, this was the Palm Beach tournament.
Yes, with Tom.
Yeah,
that dude
peak.
shit his pants.
It was bad.
No, it was brown. He was wearing a white gi.
Yeah.
And it was white.
He was putting the
What
pressure.
kind of tournament's that? Why the referee allowed that? Just
Because he didn't see it.
You ever see the video of the guy that, like, he's caught in a triangle, and then all of a sudden the match breaks up, and then he starts throwing up?
I saw that.
You know why,
The guy
right?
farted on his
The guy
face.
farted in his mouth.
That was Travis Nawaza that was doing the farting. That's why I found that out. This Travis Nawaza, he had the guy in the triangle.
Special move.
And he kept farting, and he just starts throwing up. And he's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "He keeps farting in my face." It's so good.
Hey, it's not illegal.
No, it's not
It's
illegal.
not illegal.
You know what's like?
But puking on the
Puking,
mat.
it's illegal.
That's a
DQ.
Yeah, definitely.
So, did you see Danny Roberts fight?
So
Hot
you can
Chocolate?
fart but not puke, huh?
You see Dan Hot Chocolate's fight?
I did not see because I was an ex-fan, but
No. Oh yeah, man, that was bad. Did you watch the fight?
but
No,
yeah,
I
they
was
said
an
there wasn't a
ex-fan.
tap from the arm, but I saw it later. It was
Yeah. No. So
it
the
was
whole
no
fight.
verbal tap.
No,
The
no,
ref-
no, no.
what
There was
the-
no verbal tap. So that referee, if you
I
watched,
used
did
to
you
train
watch the
for
whole
the
fight?
guy. I used to train for Claudio
Yeah.
Silva.
Yeah, yeah.
A brown belt in Checkmate. Very
Yeah.
nice guy. And like I'm friends with Claudio. I train now days with you. Danny, Danny was like, "Hey, how he fights it? You watch his fight. Very good jiu-jitsu. Don't give any
don't
opening.
go on the ground.
Don't go on the ground. It'll be great. You way faster than him." And he was doing that so
Yeah.
far because I watched the highlights. But then he went to the ground. They got on bar. Like it was the last chance. He was getting beat up.
Yeah.
But when they went belly down, I didn't see Danny screaming or anything.
No.
And he did not tap.
So like, if you watch the whole fight, I'll show you because I have it. But if you watch the whole fight, the referee kept on making really weird calls, really really bad calls. Like at one point in time, I want to say Danny was on the bottom, Silva was on top, but they were right next to the cage, and Danny starts to climb the cage to reverse the position, and he did, and he started going. The referee literally stops him, makes him go back to where he was. He's like, "No, you had your toes in the cage. You can't do that." Like, when have you ever seen that? Like that, and he just kept on stopping him at weird times and resetting him, like, it really weird. Like 3 or 4 times he did it. So when he did that, he came in saying to stop it before like Danny even said anything. So there's no verbal tap. There's nothing. So, like,
The referee's been fucking up lately.
see, I
Big
had to.
time.
Well,
Yeah.
did you watch the fights, the XFN fights?
Not all of the fights.
Did you
He
watch?
was there.
Did you watch the girl fights?
Yeah, I thought-
Ann Ribeiro
Yeah,
and Hannah.
Hannah trained for me.
Yeah, and
It was a close fight.
It was a close
but
fight.
I thought that
I told I had to,
Bigfoot Doras has the edge, but could go either way.
that's what I thought.
Because, like, defense doesn't make you any points, right?
right.
And that's supposed.
Right.
Then how can I explain this the easiest way? If you were fighting and the fight never goes to the ground and you're trying to strike me the whole time and I'm just moving my head, I don't throw anything, you didn't touch me, you won the fight. Because I'm just defending. I'm not trying to create any offensive.
And I think not only was
Hannah was trying. It was
right,
connecting.
but the third round,
the striking was pretty
Right.
even. But she
think
was
I s-
controlling the cage and
Right.
trying to take down.
I didn't get
While
to
the
watch
other
fight.
girl was doing a good job of defending. The
yeah,
takedown.
Hannah was doing a great job framing out, getting,
Yeah.
and she was doing great. But the first 2 rounds, Hannah was the aggressor, was getting in on her, and I think was getting the better power shots. Hannah was peppering her with the jab.
No,
Hannah's jab was just
it was
money. And on the 3rd round, Hannah was able to keep Ann off of her and was just was 1-2.
Could go either way in
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah, but I called it when I was calling the fight. I called it. I said, to me, Ann won that fight. So afterwards, I had to talk. Hannah was standing behind me. I said, Hannah, I go, you're going to listen to this fight, and you're going to hear me say that I thought it was Ann that won the fight. Don't get mad at me. It's just what I saw. But she was cool. Hannah was really cool.
No, Hannah's cool.
It was a close fight. It was actually the first that I saw was the best fight.
I thought it was
It was pro level fight.
pro level fight. I
Definitely.
said the same thing.
It was pro level fight. Both of them very composed, very good striking, trying to do work doable techniques, not just crazy
Yep.
techniques. So it was a good fight, but it could go either way.
My 2 favorite fights of the night was that fight and the kickboxing fight between Taylor Crawl and Nikita Chubb?
No, I did not see that.
You didn't see that fight?
I know who's
Didn't
Nikita
Carl
Chubb.
win
He's
that?
training for Jay-Z, right?
Yeah, he trains with
Yeah.
Jay-Z. It was high level striking.
Yeah.
So much high level striking that I was like, I feel stupid to call this fight because I don't have the vocabulary.
Oh yeah.
It was such a technical fight.
See, like stuff like that, like those really high level kickboxing matches. I love watching those.
Oh, I love watching
Like
it.
like to sit there, like those kind of like matches, like Robin van Roosmalen or like Verhoeven and guys like that. I'm like, don't even bother saying anything.
Even
Just
in
watch
old
the
style
match.
K1, it was
Yeah.
very good.
Oh, you know what? You just reminded me. So you heard about the shooting that happened in New Zealand?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So one of the people that was shot was actually
Mark Hunt's
Hunt's uncle.
Dang.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, it sucks that all that happened. I like haven't even bothered digging into it. It
A
sounds
few
so
days
shitty.
before that, they had a shooting in Brazil also. in
Yeah, the
Suzano, in
school.
São Paulo.
Oh, that school.
The school.
Yeah.
That
so
was
bad,
terrible.
these things, like so terrible, I think.
And then it wasn't just a shooting. There was another
the-
guy going around with a machete
It was
afterwards.
They
and
had
chopping.
They had a gun and they had a crossbow, the machete, and then a big knife.
But what was the point? Like they just wanted to do it.
Those guys.
One
they
guy was
studied-
getting bullied.
No, but
The young kid, the one, he was the one that said that he got bullied there.
they got bullied there years ago.
Yeah, years ago.
None of his
None of
Yeah,
those
like
kids were there.
those-
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
bullies guys, they already left
They-
the
see,
school.
it's so
It
stupid,
like makes
man.
no sense. It makes
Yeah.
no sense.
It's the problem is a mixture of the people getting recognition
I
after
think,
that.
I
Like
think is the culture's like resentment. It's too much resentment. People
Yeah.
find a way to feel resentment.
yeah, well everyone's a victim.
Every
and-
victimism so much.
And
Like bully, it's not not
Like
good.
how- I was-
But if you get bullied, man, you listen, you learn some stuff. Also, it's not
but
completely
yeah.
bad.
if
Like
if,
you're gonna learn. Like maybe I am doing something stupid. Like
Yeah.
I get my head out of my ass.
or
Or you can defend yourself. We're gonna learn something.
that
Yeah.
Stand up for yourself.
jiu-jitsu in school,
Yeah,
like Laborio.
martial arts, not even jiu-jitsu anymore.
I would no. I say if we're going to do it,
no,
we're going
for
to do
sure.
jiu-jitsu.
Like no, like
But did
old
you hear
school
what
wrestling. Like they
Did you
really
hear what
push that-
Laborio's doing in Orlando?
No way.
Laborio's getting jiu-jitsu in high school as a sport. He also got it into one of the colleges up there as a college credit.
UCF.
Was it UCF?
I think so. Yeah, because that's where he did the whole event. That was the whole point of the event was to kind of.
I think it's very good. Martial arts. I don't think on jiu-jitsu.
But like back in the
Teach
day,
you a warrior spirit, like
Yeah.
real
Right, yeah.
real martial arts. Not you guys know
if
what I'm
it's
talking about.
School, if you're gonna do like
like
Abu
back in the day,
Dhabi, Abu Dhabi, that it's jiu-jitsu is
It's-
part of the
it's
curriculum,
part of the
Yeah.
curriculum. Yeah.
but well, that's because of the Sheik.
right? But it's
She put that into place. But like, look at it back in the day.
but
They
you don't
used
hear
to,
about
used to
any
have
bullies
judo.
in
Well, because
Abu
people
Dhabi.
fucking get lost in the desert in Abu Dhabi. Let's just be honest, all right? Like, back in the day, you used to have judo classes in colleges. They used to have that. Like, you used to get, like, boxing classes and stuff, too. That high schools, kids, you get to go to, like, the police, like, athletic
But
leagues
here's the
and
problem
stuff.
with all that. The problem with all that is a girl or or like a smaller dude isn't going to get what they need from a semester of boxing or a semester
But
of
something
judo.
you're gonna get something better than just sitting there and being the victim of being like bullied. You're gonna be like, okay, well now I'm gonna go learn to defend myself. You're at least gonna stand up here to yourself.
Well, when people come and check out the school, and they talk about my daughter. I would never. I want to get my son into this, or I would love to do this, but not my wife. I'm like, I'm going to tell you right now, jiu-jitsu is the most practical martial art for any woman to learn.
No, definitely. For
because
any weak people.
Any
yeah.
weak people, because if you get attacked, it teaches you how to do two things. If you know jiu-jitsu and you get attacked, it's going to teach you how to hurt that person, or if you can't hurt that person, it's going to teach you how to get out from underneath somebody.
But you're also gonna learn how to stay calm under pressure.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. That initial like fear that people have once they start feeling that choke for the first time. Where that first time, as soon as you got squeezed, you're like, oh, I'm out. Then you got to fight through it, and like now you're willing to go as far as like 2 seconds away from blacking out before you tap out. At least you start learning to how far you can really, really go. For sure, they need it. Everybody needs it. But that's why I always get pissed off when I see those shitty fake self-defense guys.
Oh my
Like,
God, this guy's so
so-
bad.
Yeah, but
Did you see about the douchebag that was coming after me on Instagram?
No,
Oh man, I got a whole video lined up for this scumbag. This guy was doing like self-defense classes out of like a pole dancing school, and he was trying to sit there and say that he had 20 years of martial arts experience. Like, bro, you
define martial arts.
yeah. So
Well,
then
no, he said that he's choked more people out in the real world than he's ever done in training.
yeah.
How many people did you chicken train? He
don't-
knows the number.
Yeah,
right?
I guess he knows the number because I don't keep track of that. It's like, really, dude? And then his claim was like he did like Taekwondo. He was a black belt in Taekwondo when he was 8 years old. Like, really, bro?
Whoa.
Like, you must be a bad motherfucker.
I think these Taekwondo promotions for kids is just pure bullshit.
Of
That's
course,
number
everybody
one
knows.
bullshit.
No. Everybody knows that shit's bullshit, but like, come on, dude, you have zero, like,
That's
just
no
like
martial
to
arts.
stand, like,
That's no
to
martial
teach
arts.
someone self-defense though. Like, come on, man. Like, okay, how about I come into your school right now, punch you in the fucking face,
Defend
try and stop me,
yourself from me
try and
now.
stop me right now. And then he had like his sparring like videos where him doing like exhibitions in front of people, or him picking up his like white belt student, whoever like was stupid enough to be his student. It's like, oh, let's spar, and he'd start trying to wail on the kid. It's like, come on,
It
man.
wasn't entirely untrained. Like he wasn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
he had
He
like
did touch. The guy did try to touch him. At
Yeah,
least,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Not
Well, and
like
he
the
had-
other
but-
videos that the
yeah,
guy.
not the Steven Seagal videos.
But the guy that we're talking about, he did have a 1-2 that was semi clean.
bro. How,
He
how,
could
how hard
defend
is-
himself against average person, but
Yes,
not a fighter.
But right.
He could not defend himself against an aggressive person.
Plus, he's Canadian.
He's Canadian, so,
So,
for sure.
he's
It's
way too
against
nice.
him, yeah.
Yeah, he's not GSP.
He's way too nice, and he likes too much
Canadian the
hockey.
French.
When he's like, "This is my Taekwondo coach," and it looks like that. What's Danny McBride from the Taekwondo movie?
The
Foot, yeah.
Fistfoot way.
You ever seen that movie?
No.
Don't watch.
I know. I won't see Taekwondo movie.
Yeah,
No, it's not. It's a
it's
comedy.
like it's literally like the first 10 minutes
That's a
of the
comedy,
movie.
then.
do you
that
know?
makes sense, then.
Yeah. do you know who Kenny Powers is?
Yeah. I know.
Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
That's who it is. It's
I
basically
see.
take the Kenny Powers character and put him in a Taekwondo gi.
I see.
Yeah, he's got like there's a clip that you always see it on like Instagram. He gets like this old lady against this giant jacked up dude. He's like, I want you to take him down, beat him up. He's like, can I have at it, chat? And he's like, hot chat. He's like, I don't think this is gonna play out the way you think. He's like, all right, go. And the dude just comes up, wham, just uppercuts her, and then just starts wailing on her face. And he's like, all right, stop. He's like, is she dead? Check to see if she's dead. Like that's this kind of guy.
And
It's
then
like,
he got beat up by a girl.
yeah. No, the movie's all right, and it's funny. He's like, there's a part where like a girl
So
comes.
how
in.
you and the guys start this interaction?
No, dude. I posted a comment about the Robbie Lawler like thing, the Ben Askren thing. I'm like, okay, like clearly he wasn't out.
He was not out.
No,
for
he
sure.
wasn't out. So I made
Not
like
even
the
close
whole
to be out.
right.
He was relaxed.
This motherfucker comes back. He's like, watch the Henry Gracie breakdown, then delete this video. Like, what? Like really, man? Like that's your experience is watching a Henry Gracie video. The guy that makes backpacks and out of hoodies and stuff. Come on, really? Fuck out of my face. I just got way too mad.
I don't know. Henner's got some good shit.
He's got some good like techniques, sure. Because he's been doing jiu-jitsu for long enough.
He's really good. I've seen him. He's
But
had a,
once you
But
start,
the guy analogy of the fights, just watch the other guys
Yeah.
break down what
Yeah,
his
yeah,
own
yeah.
experience.
not the
and-
fact that I've been around like Robbie for the last like 5 years and I know like how tough
I know.
he
I
is.
trained for both. I trained for Ben
Yeah.
before. I trained for Rob before. I train for Rob now. But that choke. First of all, that choke gonna choke you if you don't do. Ben Askren was squeezing. He can't keep squeezing.
You can't
keep squeezing forever like
Nope.
that.
Yeah.
And Rob realized that. He relaxed. He was like, "All right, I still can breathe."
all I kept thinking of.
And when Herb got his hand, you could see his thumb. He clearly said that he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about how many different positions there are when someone. That's the first thing I tell my students. I go, "This is called a scarf hold, If you do not stay in this, because if you stay in this, I'm going to flip you over on your back, or I'm going to stand up and belly to back suplex you.
Bulldog choke.
Yeah.
I think Ben Askren got a submission from that before, but
that was
not Rob Lawler.
But that was under the chin. Like that wasn't under the chin. That was like
around,
here.
Yeah.
He was just here.
That was like on the jaw.
Yeah.
That was uncomfortable. I wouldn't want to be there for an
but you're
extended
not
period
gonna
of time.
tap on that. Even Rob Lawler, the guy that goes 5 rounds like crazy, and last round
with a split lip.
And
You're like the one that took 5 rounds from RDA on a busted leg, and he still stood there.
The knee was destroyed. The guy kept fighting.
So that's
Robbie.
Robbie's a warrior.
He's
It's
a straight up savage.
bad motherfucker. That's for sure.
And one of the nicest guys, dude.
And see how even like during the I won't have that. I would be pissed.
You would have been pissed.
I would like.
See, right?
Come on, Hub. Seriously?
He's just
Hey,
like,
you're a hell of a
all
ref.
right, it's all right. What are you gonna do?
Come on, Hub. You're a hell of a ref. No, don't. be
Herb's
like that.
supposed to be the best ref, and
He's
he
still-
normally
fucking up
is.
Big
See,
time.
right?
But that same night, he
No,
screwed up.
not the same night. Like
Not the
last
same, like-
6 months.
Yeah.
It's just-
he's
But
been
then,
shit.
like, am I wrong in saying like Herb Dean has screwed up more in the last year than in like the
'Cause
last 8?
It's easier to. I think everyone's screwing up, but Hub is easier to remember because he does the big fights.
He's the bigger name too.
He
and
does the
everybody
bigger
knows.
fights.
Yeah.
But come on.
I
think-
also like that English dude.
The English dude with the
Mark
the
Goddard?
kid. Yeah,
Mark-
he's
yeah.
good. He's been
He's
very,
good.
very
He messed up.
like,
He messed up a little bit on the last fight night too. He messed up a little bit. And actually,
Who took 2 points from John Jones? It was John Jones, right?
I think it was Mark. No, that was.
There was Herb thing again.
I think it was Herb.
Come on, that 2 point was pure bullshit.
What did you
Oh,
want
you
me to tell you?
disqualify the guy? You take a point out. Never heard before. I take 2 points from
2
the guy.
points.
Yeah.
No, I've seen 2 points before.
Oh, when? And the guy do it again. Then you took 1, then you take 2.
No, they
Well,
done like
was
2
it from
points.
the finger pokes?
Yeah.
John Jones is. Here's the thing.
No,
So he
and
paid for the old
Winklejohn-
things?
yeah,
Come
no,
on,
Well,
Winklejohn
no,
guys.
John Jones is known for
for the finger.
the finger. So before the fight,
No, but no 2 points. You take 1 point, so you disqualify the guy.
Oh wait, how good was that Jorge Masvidal fight?
Man, that was.
That was a good.
I
fucking
knew
fight.
that was going to happen. I knew it. I put
I
some
don't
money
get
on
me wrong,
Masvidal.
Did you? Like
John-
I'm a Darren Till fan, no problem. But I've always had respect for Jorge
I think
Masvidal
Darren Till will do better middleweight.
for sure. But like
He's like
Jorge
then
Masvidal, dude, he's such
destroying
a
his
beast.
body.
George
Masvidal is very
Masvidal.
seasoned now.
He
very experienced
is
now.
to me. He's a pure fighter. There's fighters, and then there's athletes who fight. To me,
Yeah.
and there's not as many pure fighters in MMA as there are athletes who fight.
Yeah.
Masvidal,
He's a fighter.
Diaz brothers,
Yeah, he's a fighter.
those guys are.
Burns brothers.
Did you see that? Yeah.
And I'll even say this. McGregor is a fighter. He's a fighter. He's not
Yeah.
just an athlete that can fight.
he beats the shit out of iPhones.
He likes to
Yeah,
fight.
it's also
He likes to fight.
not to get
No, for
choked.
sure, yeah.
But he likes to fight.
He sure likes to kick iPhones. That's for sure. How about the post fight?
That was a good fight, huh?
Bro, did you you see?
I
he-
saw that,
4
man. That was
pieces
crazy.
quick.
3 pieces and
And a soda.
And a soda.
And a soda.
Bro, he hit him 4 shots in a row before Leon Edwards even got
But
his
Leon
hands up.
Roberts come like this. I'm gonna fight.
That-
So I know the guy gonna fight. It's a fight.
Bro,
Now.
like, those hands are quick, and they were from like full range too. He's like,
He got
"Bah, bah,
cut.
bah, bah."
And
He
cut him.
got beat up
Cut
on the fight.
Talk
Then
shit,
of his
get hit,
fight.
man. That's all it is.
There needs to be. Here's the thing. You
And he came out
If it
fresh.
this happen more, people will stop.
people would stop
people
talking
stop typing shit.
shit. That's exactly it.
But look, to see how clean Jorge Masvidal looked after that fight. I mean, like,
And he got knocked on his ass.
But
And that-
Off a
and
solid
now,
jab.
that was the question. You think who would you put to face Usman next?
Colby.
Colby is the
Colby
fight that they're gonna
is the
make.
fight.
But
So would you put Masvidal
No.
to fight who? Or just wait?
I would put Masvidal to fight Tyron.
They used to train together.
yeah, they used to train together. That was gonna be tough to.
They didn't really train together. Everyone, no. Here's the thing. Tyron did most of his camps.
No, on last
last couple of years, but
last
at the
couple of
beginning,
years, the
no, he
beginning
was
they
there.
was trained together.
I think
Not
what's
anymore.
gonna happen, it's gonna be Kamaru versus Colby. Kamaru obviously
So
is gonna
who
win
you
that
put-
one. Masvidal would probably get
Do you put
Wonder
a
Boy.
rematch then? Rob
give it-
and
They've already
Askren?
fought.
So would you put a rematch?
What?
Askren and Rob? Or not?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
do a rematch.
So do the
also.
rematch. But I'd say within the next 2 fight, Kamaru is gonna get Jorge
I
Masvidal
will-
because he's got the
So,
history behind
Leon
it.
Edwards, no fights.
Was that Leon?
Yeah.
No. And regardless how good he looked, but like he beat Gunner. Like, okay, you beat Gunner Nelson. I'm happy for you. When you got all these other guys, like Kamaru just dismantled Tyron. Like,
Kamaru gonna take a while for him to come back.
right. So
His
that's what I'm
surgery
saying.
also.
Like, it's.
So you gotta put Masvidal to fight someone.
I don't think they would risk putting him up against Colby. Like, because they're not gonna get along anyway.
No, well,
like they're friends anyway.
They're like, I wouldn't see them fighting.
Yeah.
I want.
You
I
no.
would want to fight.
want
for
to
sure,
see it, but I don't. They wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
They
For the
wouldn't do it.
interim title.
No, I don't think they'd do it. They're like roommates and shit.
Put them to fight.
Like who else? And who else is on the list? Who else is on
In
within
the
the top 10?
170.
In the top 10 in the
Well,
170.
it's-
Stephen Thompson's fighting.
Well, that's what I'm
Pettis.
saying.
He's
No.
already fought. It's
They
Thompson
wouldn't-
already
Yeah,
fought.
but now Thompson can get his shots because it's not
Yeah.
Tyron anymore. It's Usman.
Yeah.
Now he can.
now, well, if
now he
if
can go
if-
back to
yeah.
the title picture.
Yeah, but not when you lose twice to the champ. And
no,
now you
but
get-
he loses
It's
a different champ.
champ.
It's a different champ.
Yeah, but you still don't get to
And he
jump
really
the line
that
back
first
up like
fight.
that.
I don't
Not
think
jump
he,
the line back. He gonna fight Pettis now. He got to do one more
Yeah,
fight. And
yeah.
if that
that
happens,
first fight. I thought
I
Wonder
think,
Boy won.
it was a close
Yeah.
fight.
It was a close fight,
But
but I had it
Pettis,
for Wonder
Pettis
Boy.
against Wonder Boy is gonna be like
Yeah, we're gonna be a good.
That's gonna
striking
be
it'll
fight.
be a good striking fight. But then like
Not if Pettis
oversized.
not if Pettis is smart. It won't be a striking fight.
Well, Stephen Thompson had good takedown defense.
yeah.
He's got good. Yeah, but
Pettis has better jiu-jitsu
but-
than Thompson for sure.
Pettis has a very sleek submission.
yeah,
finish
off
to
his
the Bronx,
back,
right?
Yeah,
off
And the
his back.
guillotine.
That's what I'm saying. He might let.
Yeah, triangle. He has good
give him the
triangle
take-
guillotine.
Thompson
give the
Thompson
takedown.
is
Why
gonna,
Thompson want a takedown?
yeah.
Thompson always tries to take down.
Not against Pettis. The Pettis don't know.
No way.
They know Pettis won't try a takedown, and even if he try, he wouldn't get it.
Yeah. Pettis
I
has
don't know.
better submissions than
I think
Tyron
they're
did.
just gonna strike forever.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited to watch the fight.
It's gonna
It'll
be like
nice
a like a
fight.
cowboy fight. It's gonna be
Yeah.
all standing up.
It'll be like, well, it was Caceres and what's the Mexican dude? His name? Rodriguez.
The
Yeah.
one that
Yair?
the one
Rodriguez.
that,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That style of fight.
What weight class is Honey Yaya in?
If 35.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker too.
He's
Man.
but he just lost to the
Yeah.
tiny dudes.
That's what I'm saying. Like Pettis, this would probably be the last chance Pettis will get to get close to the title. I don't think he has it anymore to really compete
I don't
like that.
think
out
he
there.
wants the drive to fight for the title.
He doesn't.
or-
Yeah, after he wanted that, like, and beat the shit out of Benson.
and
like,
the fight that I would like to see him fight is McGregor. I want to see Pettis.
Pettis against McGregor?
That would be a good fight.
I'd rather see Pettis or
No, that would be a
McGregor
good fight,
against,
good striking fight.
Cowboy.
I wanted to see McGregor and Cowboy when
Yeah.
they talked about
I,
that.
I much rather Pettis.
Who do you think
Really?
would win?
Yeah, really,
Like Cowboy or McGregor?
McGregor.
I think he would knock him out. I really think that he
Cowboy
would
can
knock out.
take that. McGregor hits hard.
Yeah.
I think Pettis can take. And I think Pettis will beat McGregor.
Really?
Really.
Yeah, I think he would do the same thing that that Nate did and just take him down, just choke him out. I don't think he would waste his time striking.
Here's the thing. I don't.
Like
Every,
Pets?
Pettis
No.
I know
against
Pettis
McGregor.
will strike McGregor.
You think so?
yeah, he
I
wouldn't
think
take. McGregor's jiu-jitsu isn't bad.
I'm not saying it's
It's
bad.
actually he's got
Pettis
really.
and
I mean, he's
Pettis
got
and
Dylan Dennis
Ferguson,
as
they
a
were going
coach.
back to back.
He's got-
And Pettis was actually getting the better of him before he broke his
Yeah.
hands.
But I mean,
When he
he-
broke his hand,
Yeah.
that was it. He
Connor
couldn't
has
fight.
Dylan Dennis, the
Well,
best grappler in
but-
MMA.
but even before he was training with Dylan,
Dylan
Dennis,
Dennis, shut the fuck up. To post a lot of bullshit.
but
Oh,
he-
in a match against you and Dylan, who would win?
Let's do the match. I think I'm gonna win. I think.
What-
I'll
what
win.
weight does
You
he
think
fight
he would
at?
win?
I think no, he's heavier than me. He's 155.
155.
Yeah, fights at 150.
But no, I
would
say
win.
straight grappling.
I would win. MMA also.
Yeah, I love it.
That would
I
be so
love it.
good. That'd be such a good match. That would be such a good
MMA,
match. to
then
watch.
he'll die.
Oh, for sure. He would just go straight for like a leg lock.
Oh yeah, that would.
Like, that would be
definitely
like-
work.
That's like all he would go for sure.
There's a whole bunch of other places though that you can submit somebody.
Punch him in the dick.
I'm just saying, everybody like It's funny how jiu-jitsu goes through these phases. Every couple years, something new comes out.
Yeah.
Well, look, even Pedro went for a heel hook on what's his face, on the last fight, Pedro Munoz. He went for the heel hook
Against who?
against Colby.
Cody?
Cody. Cody
He
Garbrandt.
was just striking the whole time.
No, he
He
put
went
him
down
up to the
and
cage
he-
and he
yeah, he
went
went-
for the heel hook.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he pulled
Yeah,
guys.
like just randomly, he's like had him in the clinch, like, nah, fuck this, whoosh.
But it's like, for a while there, 50-50, when 50-50 came out, everybody
came
was
out,
doing
so it was
50.
everyone 50.
Yeah.
Then worm guard.
Berimbolo.
Worm guard, then Berimbolo,
Yeah.
and now it's legs.
Speaking of which, you see who's fighting now? Again?
Dan
BJ
Severn.
Penn. BJ Penn.
Oh, yeah, man.
What?
Why?
We talked about this.
Why?
Who's he fighting
Why?
now?
I forget.
No, I saw, when I saw the whole
It's a
Ryan,
big name also.
Yeah.
Ryan
It-
Hall won, and
It's a
without
really,
taking
really
shot.
bad.
45 again, right?
I'll tell you.
Man, that's not necessary.
Yeah, it's like it's one that was
But
like.
he's one of those other ones.
He's
That's
a fighter.
He's a fighter. He's
He
a
likes
fighter.
that. He,
Oh, Clay Guida.
yeah, Clay Guida.
It's like, man, you're really gonna get pieced up by Clay Guida. Clay Guida is gonna run
I'm not
circles
sure.
around you.
Because Clay Guida is not very smart.
He's not
Say
very
the truth.
smart, and it's gonna come down to where they want to scrap and he wants to just brawl. But Clay's gotten like a little bit better, and he's just gonna sit there and just outbox him.
PJ has no chin anymore.
It's so bad. I like
Guida don't have a chin also. Man. Like,
Clay openly admitting BJ Penn will get guided at UFC 237. That's so
because he
bad.
will try to grind BJ. I think he's going to try take down this whole.
Yeah.
I don't think
He's
he
like,
can-
this whole striking thing hasn't been working out for me.
Yeah,
Who's a
no,
striker that I have a really good chance of taking down? Clay Guida. Let's go for Clay Guida.
Yeah.
Clay is like 50 years old, and he still can outrun everybody in the cage just to outbox him.
I don't think he can outbox him. I think he's going to
For,
just wrestle.
I guarantee you Clay Guida's got better striking than BJ
No,
Penn.
BJ Penn has a good strike. He just
Really?
doesn't have that chin.
Did you forget the fight where he just decided to... Like,
That was a stupid idea. But
Against who?
but BJ can.
it was the first comeback fight.
He had a good boxing before.
Back in the day when he had
Yeah.
his chin. Yeah, it's easy to look like a
Then
good
by
boxer when
puts-
you can take
puts
a
it-
punch.
But him against Rory McDonald, come on. The reach difference is like crazy.
Man.
Who matched the fight?
somebody was pissed.
Somebody that really hates
somebody
BJ
that
Penn.
was pissed
But
at
why would
BJ
they
Penn.
keep on giving BJ these fights?
He just got
Because
tough fights.
do you want me to
That
tell
was
you why?
horrible.
Right, huh?
Do you want me to tell you why they
they
keep?
don't put him to fight great man? Like, it'll be a good fight for him.
Oh, speaking
Right,
of which,
son.
how about your buddies over at 1FC? Did you see the matchup that they just put together?
Nah,
Cosmo against Sage?
they don't like Sage. It's the same thing. Like you own one major, you own one major organization. I'm gonna get a guy from UFC. I'm gonna try and make him look as bad as I can. I can possibly make
Yeah.
him look as bad as, because I want to show that my promotion is good.
Get on-
I have good fighters. Same thing when when UFC gets Bellator fighters, they just want to kill the guys. When they get one FC guys, they just want to kill them.
Well, weren't they
When
trying to do that to
Bellator
you too?
get a fighter from UFC, they just want to kill the guy to show
So that their
that
guys,
they
they
guys
got
are
the
legit.
they
They
got the
guys are
talent.
good.
Man, that's so like...
And
And that's funny, I was
Sage
having...
came into training for us a few years ago.
Yeah,
Two,
Yeah.
3 years ago. I
Yeah,
think he came
at
to Black
Black
Zillions.
Zillions,
Yeah.
Man, that was a bad day.
Well, that's what I think is funny is that, like, I was having the argument the other day. They're like, oh, that's a bad fight for Cosmo. He's just going to take
No
him down. I was like,
what?
are you
way.
kidding me? I
Nah,
was like,
these guys don't know Cosmo. Take
Yeah, I
down
was like-
defense. These guys
I'm
don't
Well,
like,
and not
bro,
only that-
Cosmo has legit jiu-jitsu. It's like the only
Yes.
reason why you don't see it is because he fucking hates rolling
Yeah.
around with other guys.
Yeah,
Cosmo is dangerous.
I think he's a
everywhere.
purple belt. I think Cosmo's a purple belt.
No.
Yeah, I think he's a purple belt.
I'm not sure.
I think he's a purple belt.
I got to ask George because he trained with George.
But
No, they wanna just.
they Cosmo is just
he's deceptively strong. That's what I say. Like, Sage Northgate is strong, but Cosmo's fucking strong. Like,
and
I
plus
don't
Co-
see
Cosmo's
Sage
got-
winning that fight.
Cosmo's got those rad dreadlocks now.
he's been
And
growing
his
it out for a
tips
while.
are like vicious. And they switch kick so fast. The guy's very.
And he's dude, I've never seen anybody in my life that could eat so much bullshit and stay shredded like Cosmo.
Seriously.
You seen this guy?
No.
This guy eats so much shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But are you
Look, this man goes like What's the most that you weighed like around me? Like 180?
No, I never been over 170.
No.
175 is
No,
my
180.
maximum.
The first time when you first came here, like the first
It
game
was.
I met.
I went to 172. At the
Yeah,
time.
he was
Now,
up there.
did you have abs?
Yes.
Yeah,
Like,
and then like
chiseled abs?
and then towards the end before he left, he's like, "Oh, I gotta fight," like shredded in like a week. Like, really, man?
Well, Cosmo is shredded no matter what.
No, Cosmo's been chunky a couple of times.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I never
guarantee
been.
you,
I've been Cosmo always lean.
He's always
Cosmo
lean.
eats chocolate cake for breakfast.
Lunch and dinner.
I think after my fight, Alex will do some pizza again, and then it'll be good.
Man, I can't even make it for Gilbert anymore because Gilbert's on diet 24/7.
So after Gilbert's fight, Gilbert and I fight on the same weekend.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Then
I'll
we'll
cook
do
pizza. So like one time, what was it? That was like 2 years
That
ago.
was true. No, more. 3 years.
3.
Ago.
Yeah, I went like over there and it was just like, all right, motherfucker, you've been saying you're making pizza for us. Make pizza. So I went and I wrecked Bruno's kitchen and I just started making pizza for everybody.
That was very good.
And then like they're like, oh, it's good. And then like within like an hour, and I was like, kept making them. I was like, kept making them. Like, all right, we're done. I was like, no, you're still eating. Like, It's like I told you, keep on making pizzas.
That was really good pizza.
Because Bruno always like cooked for me, so I was like, all right, fine, I'll come and cook for you guys. But I totally made a mess in her kitchen. I wrecked it. I was like, all right, Bruno, have fun cleaning it up. I was like, I left. It's like it was
And
the
the
deal.
boys were young at that time, so
They were babies.
Oh my
they were
gosh.
babies.
Man, they
It's
don't stop.
it's funny seeing them now, and like I'm like, dude, I remember.
Pedro is huge now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I remember when there was just one of them, and he was this big and running around and not even being able to crawl yet.
Yeah.
And now they're kids, both of them.
Pedro was busy trying to punch me in front of like the whole crowd.
Me too. He got in the cage, started trying to punch me. Say, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, while they're having a super serious discussion, I'm like shadow boxing with like Pedro. He's like hitting me. I'm like,
They like to get you distracted. I'm not joking. No, the favorite thing.
And they don't
get
go
you
easy.
distracted and go hit your balls.
yes.
They
Well,
don't hit easy.
No.
No.
Because
way.
they came to Temple one time, and I was playing around with them, and they came, and then, boom! I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they don't play around, dude. They don't play around. That's why you notice anytime like I'm around them, like I always like keep an eye out.
Yeah, you gotta be
I always
aware.
have my hip at Pedro's. Like I'm never square at Pedro. I'm
No,
always
shouldn't be
like hip.
square.
And I was like, I know once he's coming
You're gonna
up.
aim right to the.
Yeah. He's
Your
no
weak
joke,
spots.
dude. And he hits hard too. He hits fucking hard. He just comes out. Bop. Like and he knows it too. And then like if you
Oh.
fall down,
I saw that they were on the mat at Temple,
that-
and they got pissed at each other.
yeah, they.
They fight each other.
Oh
all the
my
time.
gosh, was that what you and Herbert did? I mean,
Gilbert. You had an older brother, so yeah. Every day we fight.
every day.
Every day. When we started doing jiu-jitsu, it was less, but man, every day we would fight. For like this stupid shit. I was watching TV, Gilbert wanna watch something else, and then he changed the TV and then fights.
Like punch each other in the face.
But yeah, like break the house on the party or everything. And we have an older brother. If he's a Navy SEAL in Brazil, Fred. And man, if Fred used to be a MMA fighter, he would be like,
All right,
knocking
we gotta
people
clear
off.
something up. How do you three Brazilian brothers have the most American sounding names ever?
So Gilbert, it's our grandfather's name. So they just repeated on Gilbert. My grandfather was Herbert, so they repeated
into
on
the
my
mic.
dad, and then they repeated on me. So my name is like very white name. It's like
Right, but so Burns is
Mitchell. I have a middle name.
Mitchell?
Mitchell Burns.
Herbert Mitchell Burns?
Yes.
See, that's the most white sounding name
It
ever.
sounds like a British like tanker or something.
But where does Burns? What kind of name is Burns?
He's Scottish.
Scottish.
Yeah.
So you're
So-
Scottish.
Not really.
Well, I don't know. We're Scottish brothers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, did you do a 23andMe yet?
What?
The 20 like where you check your ancestry?
Now because my grandfather came to Brazil, he was the one that bring the football, the real football, not the one that
Yeah.
the real football, because you guys play handball here.
Yeah.
Because you guys use your hand in Brazil, we use the foot, so it's football. So to Brazil, so he was like all over the newspaper. Scottish guy that helps bring the football to Brazil.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So We know you Scottish, so we
Do you
don't
have,
need
like-
to- we don't need.
Do you have like newspaper clippings?
Yeah, my grandfather's wife there.
Oh, you gotta like
Was he
scan
redheaded?
those.
Was he redheaded Scottish?
He was blondish.
Blondish?
You know that's gonna happen. Like at one point somewhere down the line, someone's gonna
Yeah,
have like
one of you
red
guys
hair.
are gonna have a kid
be
that's
a
gonna come
ginger.
out
It's gonna
blonde
be a
hair.
ginger Brazilian kid.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be scary. That's still like my favorite thing is that African family that had the white baby.
Mm-hmm.
I showed you that.
No.
Oh, yeah, I showed you this, right?
Somebody went to her house and bent. Stop
Yeah.
fucking my wife.
Stop fucking. No, dude, look at this. Have you seen that? Check this out. So this was like years ago in the UK, and it's like this African family, and they had a white baby. It wasn't albino. It was white. So the guy is like, "This isn't my kid." Like, no, that's your son. They did a whole genetic testing, and they're like,
Oh yeah, I remember those.
somewhere
those, I
along the
remember
line,
those.
there was a white guy in the family.
Well,
And
Bob Marley's kids.
By who?
no,
Bob
I saw
Marley's
the-
kids are all, they're all a quarter white.
Yeah, but Bob Marley went around like banging every chick under the sun. He still has kids coming out of the woodworks. People are like, "Oh, I'm his son."
And why are they all good at music? That's what I want to know. All of them play music.
Genetics, I think.
Yeah, but they are also quick to like to be able to say I'm a musician and they're like, "Oh, your last name's Marley." It's like being a Gracie doing jiu-jitsu. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, you're part of it." Here you go. Black parents give birth to white baby. Yeah.
Dang.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I remember
Like,
that.
So the funny
And
part
it's
is,
blonde hair. That's the word.
yeah.
Yeah.
The worst, I don't know. That's good.
So
but
the
the
I
funny
baby,
wanted to
part
see
is,
what
like,
the
the
baby
guys-
looks like now.
So the guy's face is like when you see like the first photos, it's like he's mad, and then after they do the testing, it's like he's holding. It's like, yeah, this is my son, but like I still don't believe it. So you
All
see,
that-
it's like he's just like not really happy. It's like
All I can think of is me, myself, and Irene.
I'd just be like, oh, my credit just went up. No. All right, I think we should wrap it up, call it a night. It's getting a little late. We all got to get some sleep. We got another day of work tomorrow. I got to fly out this week.
Fly out where?
I got to fly out to the middle of fucking nowhere for work, Arkansas.
nice.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's going to be so much fun. What do you
I've
got
been to Arkansas.
coming up?
This weekend, nothing. Thanks. I
Sunday.
don't think there is any corner.
Are you
Are you
in?
gonna do
there
some
is
fight to
a-
win?
There, I will. That is next week. I have Forrest competing, and then Kenny Berman both are competing.
Forrest and Kenny are doing fight to win.
Fighting,
Yeah, Kenny's competing
no-
against, what's his
Blue
name?
Black belts from Fight Sports.
Oh, man. Damn. I was just talking to him the other day.
Let me get to here.
He's a super cool guy. He actually couldn't fight last time because his knee was jacked up from Fight Sports. Not Enrico. Yeah, I'm
One
trying to.
second.
Jay-Z's fighting Fight to Win.
Ruiz.
Yeah, Reese.
Let me see.
He's super cool. It's funny enough where I
Yeah.
met him. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. Jay-Z's competing.
Jay-Z's competing. Pulga's competing.
Pulga.
Cyborg's competing. Tubby's competing.
Tubby against
Jake.
Luana is going to be a tough match, man.
Jake Ferrara is fighting Jim Allers.
Adam is too, right?
Adam's competing also.
Yeah.
Chaz was going to compete. He wasn't going to compete anymore. Kyle was
Wagner's
going to compete.
kids.
Yeah, Wagner's kids are competing.
Wagner's kids.
Gonna be a-
Wagner's son, I think, is a rematch with that guy from
From
that
Alpha.
Team Alpha.
Team Alpha.
Oh, that kid that
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 flipped him
Flip
off.
him. Yeah,
oh, he
Yeah.
did the finger or said did this.
I know that he flipped him
He
off, but
flipped
this
him.
was the thing. This was the thing because I had the
this was
photo.
the thing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure at one point he told like he flipped the finger. Supposedly that team is like banned from like a bunch of tournaments.
They're tough kids. The guys have won the brown
Yeah,
belts. They have a lot of tough kids. Even on the worlds. And it was a pen, Canvas,
Yeah.
I think. Because they fight under Kyle Terra.
yeah. I don't
And
know.
friends of King Terra. And those kids did very good.
Those
on the-
kids
on the-
are like
on the
legit,
pen.
man. Because
They're
I was
very
pretty
good.
surprised of him doing that against Achilles, and he was like just going submission after submission, like
Mm-hmm.
guillotine, like all kinds of crazy stuff. He wasn't stopping. And
Yeah.
I was super impressed at the transition game. But
He needs to take some advice from Kendrick Lamar.
what's that?
Be humble.
Be humble. Wouldn't it be the Sheik? Sheik make you humble.
Sheik will make you humble.
Yeah.
But yeah, be humble.
Be humble.
All right, so let's head out. Herbert, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram, Herbert Burns, Facebook, Herbert the Blaze Burns, and Twitter, Herbert Burns MMA. And shout out to my sponsors, Tatami, Fightwear, Palm Beach Express, and Novogenics.
Okay, shout out to Novogenics. I got to hit up Tim, too. I was talking to him last week. He's supposedly going to come onto the podcast again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Herbert, for coming out. I know it's late for you. Just finished coaching and everything. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Choke Aloha.
I do that every Tuesday night, and you don't say anything to me.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the fucking coach of Temple.
I'm happy for you. I got a world champion right here.
So, yeah, you got 2.
Adult.
Oh, okay.
Look at these guys.
Shout out to Choke Aloha, Jiu-Jitsu Soko, Giraffe Choke, and Nomad Surf Shop. Thank you very much for all the support. Go ahead and follow Shawn at Gorilla Boy BJJ. Follow us at Jiu-Jitsu Radio, or follow me at Sonder Marketing. And we'll catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Adios.